At JQ International, we create a joyful and welcoming space for a range of different identities. Our community includes people across the spectrum of sexuality, gender, race, and Jewish practice. Unfortunately, both the queer and Jewish communities are very familiar with violence and hate. As queerphobia and antisemitism are on the rise, it's important that we highlight our differences and show the world that it's good to be unique. In LA County, we celebrate diversity. We don't tolerate hate.
My name's Ben. I'm from Orange County, a queer Baharian Jew.
I'm a Jew who grew up in the Bible Belt.
I come from an Iraqi, Mizrahi Jewish family.
I find so much pride in being my proudly Jewish self and my proudly trans self.
I am a civil rights activist and a lay leader at JQ International.
For me, I feel very lucky that this is not just my Persian community, my Jewish community, but my Persian Jewish community together as one.
I refuse to minimize any part of my identity for any different part. I'm 100% queer, 100% Jewish, and 100% proud.
Jewish people and queer people have long histories of facing indiscriminate violence. As Jews, most of us landed in America as an escape from persecution. Some of our families escaped the pogroms and massacres of Europe and the Middle East in the early 1900s. Some of us escaped the Iranian Revolution in the 1970s. Some survived the Nazi Holocaust in World War II. But they came to Los Angeles for a better and safer life.
We are diverse. We represent all different types of skills and passions and political affiliations and religious observation, and we are beautiful for that.
The gifts that queer Jews bring to the world is owning our history of existence, being, as I said, exactly who we are, and finding communities in the smallest quarters of the world.
As LGBTQ people, we have been the targets of government-sanctioned violence, imprisonment, and discrimination, with over 500 governmental bills in the U.S. currently targeting the LGBTQ community. For those of us that overlap in both identities, that hate can come from many places, including from within our own communities.
I'm originally from the South. I had a hard time growing up. I almost committed suicide in high school. I was bullied so badly in the little town I was from.
There are people in the community who are homophobic, but it isn't everybody. And the core belief in Jewish teachings is to love your neighbor, to love everybody as yourself. We are all one.
The LA County Commission on Human Relations reports anti-Jewish and anti-LGBTQ hate crimes being amongst the highest hate crimes in LA County. Our queer members of Jewish Mizrahi descent, Persian descent, or Jews of color face even higher likelihoods of encountering racism in LA County.
I think that there's more of us than people realize, especially my community specifically is Persian Jewish. So there's a lot of how dare you?
We're courageous. We're willing to be in spaces where we're not always welcome and still show up.
My sincere hope is that over the course of time, we find ourselves not only fully embedded and included and accepted in all of the Jewish spaces that we participate in, but uniquely valued and uplifted and embraced.
Within some Jewish communities, it is common to view queer identities as being at odds with religious observance. And within some queer communities, religion is viewed as hostile or incompatible with the LGBTQ lifestyle.
If I want to communicate something to, especially the progressive community, that we're here, we are part of this community, we're part of the progressive community.
We are just as diverse and multifaceted and full of life and spirit, just like any other group of people. And we need your help. We need allies, we need support, we need to feel connected to the greater world as well.
So how do we combat this hate? We asked our community to share their thoughts on how we can eliminate hate in LA County.
My hope for reducing hate in our world is dialogue. Dialogue on both ends and both sides.
We have to learn how to look to each other and see each other in our humanity, in our love, in our yearning, in our fear, in our grief, in our sorrow. We have to find a way to look at each other and see an image of God. We need to be able to put ourselves in other people's shoes and realize that other people have been through a lot of hardship sometimes. We have to talk to people who disagree with us. We have to be in community with people who disagree with us.
Hate stops with education, and I think hate stops also with love.
And what we need is acceptance, because that's how we build a peaceful, more incredible world.
LA vs. Hate is a community-centered organization designed to inspire people to stand up against hate. Reporting is the first step. Call 211 or visit our website to report an incident. And if you or a loved one is in need of support or resources, JQ International is here for you. Share the blue square emoji as the universal symbol to stand up to Jewish hate. There are countless letters and colors that make up both the queer and Jewish communities. And as we learn and celebrate each other, we stand stronger.